Have you ever wished you had a personal research assistant? One that could not only collect information for you, but also turn it into quizzes, flashcards, even mind maps? Well, that's exactly what Google's NotebookLM is setting out to do. But here's the question. Can a single tool really handle deep research, generate study guides, summarize videos, and even help you test your knowledge, all without feeling overwhelming? In this video, we're going to explore NotebookLM's most powerful features, from how it tackles research and creates structured reports, to how it transforms content into audio overviews, interactive flashcards, and even quizzes. And I'll show you why this tool might just become the Swiss Army knife of learning and productivity. Whether you're a student trying to keep up with classes, a professional buried under endless documents, or just someone curious about the future of AI-powered note-taking, this is a video you don't want to miss. So let's dive in and see what makes NotebookLM such a game changer. To get started with NotebookLM, just head over to notebooklm.google.com. Once you're in, you'll land on the NotebookLM dashboard. Right away, you'll notice a section with featured notebooks, including example notebooks that Google has already created to help you see what's possible. But the real power comes when you create your own. To do that, simply click the Create New button. Here, you'll be asked to add your sources, the information that NotebookLM will use to build insights for you. You have a few options. Upload files directly from Google Drive, add a link from a website or YouTube video, or just paste plain text right into the notebook. For this example, I uploaded a few documents related to the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate exam, along with some official AWS documentation from their website. NotebookLM instantly read through all my sources and generated a clean, easy-to-understand summary of the material. This alone saves hours of manual note-taking. But here's where it gets even more powerful. NotebookLM can automatically create a mind map to help you visualize the knowledge. For instance, it built a study guide around AWS fundamentals and IAM. Inside, it highlighted topics like AWS history, global infrastructure, and identity and access management. Digging deeper, under the compute section, it broke things down into EC2, containers, and serverless. Then, for EC2, it showed details about pricing models, including all 4 options. Even spot instances came with detailed notes, so nothing important slips through the cracks. The best part is that the more sources you upload, the richer and more detailed your mind map becomes. It expands to cover every part of the subject, giving you a structured, logical learning path. And if you add or update sources, just click on Mind Map again, and NotebookLM instantly refreshes it with the new information. Next, let's try the video overview feature. With just one click, NotebookLM begins generating a video-style summary of all the sources we uploaded. It can take a few minutes to process, but the best part is it runs in the background. That means we can explore other features while it's working. One of the most useful tools here is the ability to generate flashcards. At the same time, you can also chat directly with NotebookLM, asking it any question based on your uploaded material. For example, I asked, "What is EC2 in AWS?" NotebookLM gave me a clear definition, explained the core components and functionality, covered instance types, storage options, plus security and networking. And the best part? It included references to the exact sources it pulled from, so I could double-check the accuracy. Now, let's look at the flashcards NotebookLM created. Here's one. What are the 2 types of secondary indexes supported by DynamoDB? The answer? Global secondary index and local secondary index. If you want to go deeper, you can click Explain, and NotebookLM provides detailed breakdowns of each concept, like how global and local indexes differ, making it easier to fully understand. NotebookLM doesn't just test your memory, it actually helps you learn the why behind the answers. Now, let's try the quiz feature. This is super useful, whether you're a teacher who wants to generate quizzes for students or a self-learner testing your own knowledge. NotebookLM builds quizzes directly from the documents you've uploaded, making sure every question is relevant. While the quiz is generating in the background, you can continue adding more sources to your notebook. For example, I wanted to expand my study materials with AWS ECS. All I had to do was copy the official AWS ECS documentation link, add it as a new source, and then ask, how do we set up ECS on AWS? NotebookLM read through the updated sources and instantly gave me a detailed, accurate response. Another powerful tool here is Discover Sources. This feature automatically finds related resources for your topic, pulling from places like Google Drive or across the web. For instance, when I searched for AWS, NotebookLM suggested extra materials like beginner-friendly blogs, EC2 guides, and official AWS documents. With just a few clicks, you can choose the most relevant sources to add. The more you feed into NotebookLM, the smarter and more powerful your knowledge base becomes. Always up to date, always structured. Next, let's look at the audio overview feature. With a single click, NotebookLM generates a podcast-style summary of your documents. Imagine having the key points of your AWS study materials read back to you in a clear, conversational voice. That's exactly what this does. At the same time, NotebookLM can also generate a report. For example, you can choose the blog post option, describe the type of article you want, and NotebookLM will create a polished write-up that summarizes your knowledge in blog format. Perfect for teachers, content creators, or anyone who wants to share insights in a structured way. Now let's check on the video overview we started earlier. It's finished generating, and the results are impressive.
Have you ever hit buy on a website and just stopped for a second to wonder what's actually going on? What happens in that tiny fraction of a second between your click and that sweet, sweet order confirmation page? Well, today, we're going to post your request from the exact moment it leaves your web browser and follow it all the way to what. So, first things first, you type myclothes.com into your browser, right? Your computer has literally no idea where in the world that is, so asks Route 53. Think of it like the internet's GPS. Your browser basically shouts, "Hey, where is myclothes.com?" And Route 53 instantly shoots back a specific numerical IP address. That's the language computers speak. And it tells your request exactly, doesn't it? On the left, you've got all your data the same. S3 gives you different. It's just like a secure building, right? You've got a guard at the. And this really different services working together in perfect harmony.
NotebookLM turned my AWS documents into a slideshow-style video, starting with the benefits of cloud computing, then moving into an overview of each AWS service. The presentation feels modern, polished, and professional, something you could actually use for teaching or presentations. Back to the audio overview. NotebookLM creates it like a podcast between two people, discussing cloud architecture and the AWS well-architected framework.
Deep dive into the strategic guidance from AWS.
We're looking at things like the well-architected framework.
And we are connecting those high-level principles to specific services.
The conversation flows so naturally that it feels like you're listening to real experts. Even better, you can join in through interactive mode, asking your own questions and becoming part of the dialogue. And finally, NotebookLM makes it easy to share your notebooks with others. Teammates, classmates, or colleagues can view and contribute, making collaboration seamless. Plus, you can adjust settings, like choosing the output language, so the content is tailored exactly to your needs. So, we've just walked through everything NotebookLM has to offer, from building notebooks with your own sources, to generating mind maps, flashcards, quizzes, and summaries, all the way to creating audio podcasts, video overviews, and blog-style reports. And the fact that you can collaborate with others, update sources anytime, and even join interactive conversations makes it one of the most versatile learning tools out there. Whether you're a student preparing for exams, a teacher designing materials, or a professional trying to keep knowledge organized, NotebookLM takes the heavy lifting out of studying and research and turns it into something interactive, structured, and even fun. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to TechWhistle for more deep dives into the latest AI tools and productivity hacks. And let me know in the comments, which NotebookLM feature would you use the most? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.